Yeah, now it's perfect. So freeze, don't move. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, first of all, hello. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I've switched to virtual interviews for the time being. I love doing my interviews in person, of course, but I also have a big emphasis on safety. So I'm glad that you were interested and agreed to do this, by the way. Thank
Yeah,
you.
of course. Thank you for having me. Hopefully sometime in the future we could do an in-person one, but I guess this will work for now.
Yeah, this will work for now, and then I'll save like some questions for when we can do something in person down the line. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, save the good ones for that interview.
okay. I'll save the like super in-depth ones for that interview. The ones I was planning on asking today are in-depth, but I'll do like follow-ups to the ones I'm asking today, so that it's like an extension
Okay.
interview. Gotta, make the viewers wanting more. So, uh,
Yeah.
so first I wanted to say I think it's super awesome that you found ways to, and still expand your digital presence online and in the midst of everything, and still participate in things like VidCon and just your own videos, your No Standard series. So about VidCon now, I actually wanted to touch on that because I might be the biggest VidCon fan in the world. How
Hey.
Yeah, it's the best. How was it? Did you notice that maybe more people were able to interact with you because it was free, or how did you feel about the format and navigating that?
Yeah, I think the format was actually really cool. I mean, especially, in the space that we're in, everything is online anyways. So, your strength in numbers, of course, comes from digital things rather than in-person meetups or whatnot. I mean, VidCon last year was amazing in person, just seeing, the fans and putting faces behind, usernames was really cool. But this year, I feel like I was able to reach more people, or at least communicate more people with the Q&A and kind of give everybody more of an opportunity. Also, it was free, which was amazing, and that was super cool because, sometimes not everybody could afford to make it out there and, get in the car and drive, or some people even fly. So it was cool to do something this year with everybody.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree. And I'm so proud of VidCon for, being able to do, I think this is like their third week on doing Q&As or panels. And obviously VidCon normally is just for a weekend. So I think it's also cool that they're extending it and taking advantage of the downtime that people might have to, just.
Yeah, it was cool because, and this year I didn't have to wear pants. Like last year I had to wear pants to VidCon. This year I didn't have to wear pants, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, the nice thing about doing interviews or anything really on camera during this time is just as long as you look good from like the waist up, you're fine.
Yeah, waist up, no pants for me. So
Yeah, I'm wearing gym shorts right now, so I would not wear those if it was in person, I promise. I would probably wear a skirt. Yeah, and I also want to applaud you on you've grown your presence relatively fast. I think that a lot of times it can take people years and years, which is fine. Like that's still so much power to them. But you pretty much skyrocketed almost immediately. And I'm wondering if consciously was there any strategy you were employing, or is it kind of just a thing that happened?
I mean, at first when I was making videos, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was like, I have no clue. I was just going with the flow. I was trying to figure out. I was trying to learn from other people. I was trying to like YouTube and search stuff. And then once I started to figure out, and get a rhythm, everything really did get strategic for me. So like I do have posting schedule. I do experiment with times. Everything, every idea I come up with, I'm very conscious of, how relatable it is, how far the idea could go, how many people can laugh at it. So all that stuff I take into account when I'm creating, coming up with an idea, and even shooting and editing, all that stuff's a factor. So it is very like planned and strategic, although sometimes it just seems like, you just posted funny stuff. It is more coordinated than that. And I think that's helped me a lot, it's definitely helped me a lot to grow faster and be more organized and schedule with my content.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And I think that it's important for us to be able to look at our analytics or look at, our engagement or our audience. But at the same time, does it ever become a thing like, why can't I just post when I want? Does it ever become like stressful or?
Hey, yeah, it definitely does, especially like I post on Saturdays and Sundays. So a lot of times on the weekends, my friends are like, yeah, we're going here this weekend. And I'm like, I can't. I have to shoot, I have to film because I have to post on Saturday and Sunday because that's just how I set up my schedule and that's where I see like the highest engagement. So, I mean, yeah, it does get stressful and, you know, you definitely have to sacrifice, but at the end of the day, it's worth it.
Oh, definitely. And I think that, like I said, you kind of jumped on the bandwagon right before, like TikTok or even doing Instagram videos or IGTV got super popular. And I would say the old kind of answer or path to tell people who wanted to get big online is consistency, consistency, consistency. I'm wondering, do you feel like that's changed now that there's literally so many people popping up every day? Or do you think that's still the most important?
I mean, consistency is always going to be big when it comes to creating content online in terms of growing. But I mean, there's just so many other factors that come along with it as well. Besides consistency, it's collaborating, and not just like you don't have to collaborate with someone who has 20 million followers. Even if it's just anybody you're close with, a friend, people want to see that. They want to see a community, a group of people making content. You guys help grow off each other, and that's really big alongside with consistency and just being creative. I like watching. I mean, I really say the 3 C's, you know, being creative, consistency, and collabing. But I like watching pretty much everyone's stuff. Whether I like it or not, I'll watch it just so I know what ideas are out there. I don't want to copy anybody, and I want to make sure my stuff's original. And I just want to see what's working and what's not. So I do a lot of studying. I watch a lot of a lot of other people's videos, and yeah, all that stuff's super important. But consistency is definitely up there.
Definitely. And yeah, you've obviously collabed with tons of people and you watch like Lele and Anwar and all my Hannah Stocking. Who would you love to collab with that you've never worked with before?
Wow, that's a tough one. There's a lot. I would say, I mean, do they have to be a social media
No, it can be anyone.
star?
I mean, Will Smith's on TikTok now, right?
Will Smith's up there for me. I would say The Rock.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'd
Good.
love to do a video with him.
That would be awesome. I feel like he might be on TikTok. Don't quote me on that, but obviously he has a huge.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he is on TikTok.
Okay, well, so
Yeah, let me know if you have his number or something. Feel free to shoot it over to me, and I'll reach out. Let me know.
You know, I don't. I wish I did though, because he's awesome. My friend walked by him at a premiere one time, but that's the closest connection. I'm so
That's
sorry.
the closest you got. Okay.
Yeah, and it wasn't even me. It was my friend who saw him from afar.
Not bad. It's not a bad party story.
No, it's not. It's not. And obviously you've used your platform to do a lot of philanthropic work, which I think is incredible. I always love when people such as yourself kind of use what they have for the greater good. And you just created something amazing, the Adam Waheed School. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? Or not just created, but it just like became like public. I don't know if that's the right word. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. You're right. Yeah. So, children's education is something that I've always been passionate about, even before I really had a platform. I mean, when I was in New York, I was doing tons of stuff for the Special Olympics over there, and then when I went over to school in Dallas, I was working with the Dallas School District, reading books to kids and whatnot, and also we did a bunch of stuff with Children's Hospital over there. And at that time, I didn't really have a platform at all. So it wasn't as impactful, but now that I do have one, something I really wanted to always do is build a school, and especially in an underprivileged area where it's really needed. And that's what we found in Bali, Indonesia. It's in a town about 3 hours out from Bali in Kintamani, and it's a really rural area. They don't have many building structures in general. And, I worked with Bali's Children's Project, Tim Sykes, who's amazing. He's built like over 60 schools across the world, and Karmagawa. And, we came together and we made this school that was for 195 kids and has tons of books and new computers. And we were actually there for the grand opening in February. It was amazing, pre-COVID. And, it was honestly a dream come true. I was so excited to see like the kids' faces and the impact we made. But I use my audience to help raise funds. Of course Tim and Karmagawa, they came in and helped a lot, and we made it, we built it, and hopefully we make a few more.
Oh, I'm sure you're well on your way. And what is the number one thing people can do right now to help the school? Is it books? Is it just monetary donations?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, anything. Like they need food, they need you can buy backpacks, you can sponsor a kid for $40 a month, which is not a lot. I mean, yeah, a dollar goes so far over there in Bali. Like you can literally sponsor an entire kid for $40 a month, So I'm sponsoring I think like five or six myself. You can go to Bali's Children's Project, you can go to Karmagawa and they'll explain everything for you right there. You can even message me. I might see it. If not, email me. I'll help you do it. But for sure, you could go to Bali's Children's Project or Karmagawa to donate. And there's several different things you could do. And to be honest, anything helps.
Awesome. Well, I'll of course leave links in the description below for everyone to go do that. I will donate myself as well because I'm
Thank
always,
you. Thank you.
of course, I'm always, education so important to me, and it's something I've slowly learned to not take for granted because I didn't even realize I did. But then when you see that some kids literally like they can't go to school,
Yeah.
it's mind-boggling. And I think what's awesome is you can truly attest to the power of education. You went on to go to university, so I think you're like the perfect like spokesperson, I guess, for this type of cause.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I definitely learned a lot in school, and like you said, sometimes we take it for granted. I mean, we even take having a roof over our head for granted. And like I said, in that village, and there's not much, uh, any structures at all. So we definitely are thankful and blessed for what we have over here.
Definitely. And luckily, I think that education is a great access point, or kind of can almost say a way to mitigate poverty and whatnot that goes on over there. And
Yeah,
then,
it's more long-term fix than
yeah,
if you go there and you give food or you give backpacks and you give a few supplies, it's almost just like a band-aid that's going to come off. And although we'll continue to keep doing that, it is just a band-aid. And the long-term fix is educating the kids so that they can learn, to speak English or other languages and learn the basics of education in order to, go out into the world and provide for their family and make it more of a long-term fix.
I like how you explain that. We're looking for the long-term fix, not the just the band-aid, the quick.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
Great way to say it. Awesome. Well, Adam, thank you again so much for this interview. I'm glad that we got to connect. I know that even though it's we're in quarantine, you're still busy with other things, so I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to do a longer interview. Hopefully someday soon when this is all over.
Yes, and I live in LA, so we will definitely make it happen one way or another. For now, do you just want to give your social media links? I know that most people know you from socials anyway, but just so they have them all.
Yeah, it's Instagram /9_/ No, I'm just kidding. It's Adam W. Just Adam W on everything.
Perfect. And does your school have an Instagram? I can't remember.
It does not, but
Okay.
I'll send you over the link. Of some pictures of the school and this really awesome video that we created. Around the school. So I'll definitely shoot that over to you. But for socials, you can just find me anywhere at Adam W.
Okay, perfect. We will definitely do that. Everyone go follow Adam for hilarious content, but also updates to all the philanthropic work that he's been doing.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. So nice to see you, and stay safe. I'll see you in person sometime soon, hopefully.
All right. Sounds good. You too. Peace.
Bye.